Hello, my name is Anisah Hashmi, and I am a medical student at Open University William Beaumont School of Medicine. So we conducted a qualitative assessment of the Pass with Remediation policy and looked at its implication for medical school diversity. In 2017, OUWB created this Pass with Remediation policy, which denotes when a student has to remediate a previously failed component of a course. Before this policy, a student could fail an exam, receive an incomplete for the course, and then retake it for a grade of pass. The reasons for instituting this policy is that they felt that first-time pass students were putting forth effort during dedicated course time. They're ranked by quartile, so pass is equivalent for all, regardless of if they had to retest. And incomplete promotes triaging, so it lacks transparency. So they suspended this policy in 2020 to 2021 due to the ongoing pandemic. We disseminated a poll to the student body in all 4 class years to see its impact. 156 students submitted the survey, and the 4 open-ended questions we asked were: what were some of the factors you may have received a PR? How has it impacted your access to professional opportunities and your mental health? And if you haven't received a PR, what are your perspectives? So we had 2 independent analysts conduct a line-by-line coding process. The codes were then compiled into a code book. The final code book was applied to all respondent answers. They were summarized independently, and summaries were discussed in a final report. Of the 156 respondents, 20 had received a PR. The top reason was adjusting to medical school, especially that first semester we mentioned. Life stressors, disability, financial barriers, and crisis. So one student said that they were adjusting to medical school, grappling with the school culture and lack of diversity, and dealing with chronic depression and lack of access to a psychiatrist. The academic impacts of PR include lower class rank and students reconsidering their specialty choice because it's like a scarlet letter on your transcript. Another student talked about getting an at-risk label for medical school from the academic success team, and they were telling them that they might fail STEP and they had to honor additional courses. The impact on professional opportunities is also there because if you receive an incomplete or are on academic probation, you are less competitive for residency. You have issues with access to research, scholarship, and mentor relationship building. And many students said that it impacts their mental health. All of the ones who had received PR said it affected their self-esteem, led to depression and social isolation. It even impacts students' mental health who had not received PR because of fear of the repercussion. One student said they were told by a professor that they would never be a good physician and shouldn't have been admitted. So there's significant stigma. And so of the respondents we surveyed, 85%, overwhelming majority, said they are in favor of removing the policy. And the reasons why are because it contributes to student stress, it doesn't allow for extenuating circumstances, and it goes against the culture of the school overall. For those who support keeping the policy, it keeps the MSPE fair and class rank fair. So we found that respondents show that it exacerbates their imposter syndrome, leads to concerns with lack of financial resources, and recipients of the grade uniquely face socioeconomic barriers to success. We also started school-wide dialogues concerning the grading system's impact on diversity initiatives, and there's a task force created to evaluate it. We hope that future policies will acknowledge the impact on underrepresented minority students in medicine. And the grading system should be taken within the context of the merit-based education model in medical education, which prioritizes speed of learning over depth of understanding, and it rewards academic performance regardless of barriers to accessing resources based on race, gender, disability, and sexuality. And we want to encourage moving towards a humanistic model of medicine characterized by accommodations, equitable resource distribution, and diverse teaching methods. Thank you.